keep saying protesters are paid. Okay, show me the proof. You've heard the claim over and over, especially from politicians like Trump all the way to the top and others in cable news, that protests in America are staged, funded by George Soros, and are fake. Paid actors, paid outrage, paid crowds. But here's the thing, in this country, accusations require evidence, not vibes, not tweets, not repetition. It's been years of this garbage that, there's all these paid protesters everywhere. I haven't seen one shred of evidence. Please, I'm from Missouri. Show me the money stuff. So today we're cutting through the noise. We're looking at what's been claimed, who's making those claims, and most importantly, whether the proof actually exists. It's like looking for Sasquatch. Okay, as someone swore the oath, I don't take allegiance lightly. If it's real, prove it. If it's not, stop lying to the public. Let's dig into it. We have an independent reporter, Nate Friedman, is talking about the paid protesters he's found. So let's hear what he has to say.
Come with a paycheck. Who's really speaking? This isn't just an isolated case. Independent journalist Nate Friedman has been investigating a growing trend in major U.S. cities, including New York and Washington, D.C. We spoke with him to dig into who's behind these paid protesters and what's really at stake. It seems lately more and more in the headlines are protests over all sorts of issues, but are these organic or are they paid for? Well, we have with us a very special guest. He's an independent journalist who's found out these are paid protesters. So, Nate Friedman, thank you so much for joining us. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So talk to us about, how you found out a lot of these are paid protesters. Did you go in there knowing this, or did you find this out organically?
No, I found it out organically, actually. So there was a big Tesla takedown protest in downtown New York City, and I was struck by how Elon was loved by the left prior to Trump winning. And I saw things switch on a dime, and not just against him, but calling him a Nazi. And as a Jew who had family who've died in the Holocaust, I took that to heart. So I wanted to know what was really going on. So when I went there, I immediately was confronted by a woman who had a troll sign and just followed me. So she looked to have a picture of me on her phone as one of the people sort of that they have to ensure that can't ask questions there, which is pretty crazy. And then I was trying to do any kind of interviews I could, and more protesters would come in with big right-wing troll arrows, and they would have teammates that would beg the person that I'm trying to interview to not do the interview. So that's when I realized, okay, this is not organic.
Wow. So you were just going up to people being like, hey, why are you here? And people were, first off, they had a photo of you. So they knew who you were.
Yeah, they knew who I was. They were taking more photos to intimidate me, but she knew who I was right when I walked in.
That is crazy. Well, often it's been said to follow the money. So in this case, I assume you followed the money. Who did the money lead?
Sure. So for this particular protest, it was funded by Rise and Resist, which is funded by George Soros. And you can see that they take money through Act Blue. Act Blue is the Democrat fundraising platform. So People's Forum, which I'm sure we'll talk about later, but also has to do with Rise and Resist, because People's Forum is also funding Rise and Resist as well. So, yeah.
That's a lot. Speaking of People's Forum, I know you've spoken to someone named David Chung a couple times. Speaking might be a bit generous since he was saying no comment, but we actually have a clip of you trying to speak to him. So let's actually roll that now, and then we'll have you comment.
Of course.
Yo, what's up, David? See you again, man. You want to talk at all about the last video? No, I'm good. What did you think of it?
No comment.
Did I get anything wrong?
No comment.
You got no comment? Bro, they're paying you $80K a year to protest? Is that wrong? Is that wrong? Tell me if it's wrong.
No comment.
Do you think that, what's that? You gonna stop him from interviewing me? What do you want to prevent him to say?
Getting ready to march.
Right, so there's a couple different times you ran into him. There's a lot to unpack there. There's a lot of money thrown around, the group he's with, but break down for us a bit. Who is he? What group is he with? And, why were you trying to talk to him?
So how I met David Chung was I was trying to speak to a protester who had a large flag that said Allah is the only God, and I wanted to just have a conversation with him. This was after Trump struck Iran, and I wanted to know what was going on. So David Chung immediately comes over to prevent the interview. I didn't know who David was at the time, but he said, we're getting ready to march, which is blatantly saying that he's organizing everything. So looking into David, I saw that on the 990 forums of the People's Forum, he is getting paid $75,000 a year to protest. I asked him about 80K, hoping that he might correct me and say, no, it's actually 75K a year to protest. But I gave him a chance to speak his mind about it, but he refused.
That is insane. So 75,000 to protest.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
So
Yeah, it is crazy. And the thing is, Nate didn't show any proof of documents. Of course, Act Blue is a political action organization, and he didn't show any ties to that organization or to George Soros. And the other part, which he started talking initially about all these people falling around and saying, don't talk to this person. He didn't have any video documentation of that. So he just has this one person asked him a couple of pointed questions, and then that was it. So it's hard to tell if this was staged or what. But like a lot of these independent journalists, they're not offering any solid evidence. But hey, I always say, show me the money. Let's bring something to the table here. And this is just an example of someone out there, and I think he's probably on the right, but it doesn't matter. It's just that he went to a protest and trying to prove somebody was paid. Well, to say that this guy was paid $75,000, $80,000 a year, okay, that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, again, no documentation, and it's just typical of what some of these people do is that they'll make a quick video and not show any evidence. And for me, as a military guy, I believe in evidence. And if it's not there, and it's not be able to find multiple sources to collaborate it, it's not worth it. Throw it away. And this guy, I'm throwing him away. So we'll move on to the next one. Here we have a clip of Fox News host Laura Ingram and this other YouTubers using the clip to claim that she found paid protesters just because they said so. It's hilarious. Oh, God.
Shame! Shame!
Do you have a job? Do you have a job?
Shame! Shame! I'm getting paid right now! Shame! Shame!
Yeah. That's all she wanted.
I'm getting paid right now. I'm getting paid right now.
She doesn't even realize what just happened. A simple question. Do you have a job? I'm getting paid right now. Who's
Ding, ding,
paying
ding.
her? Who do you think is paying her? Is it one of those Soros things? Who's paying her? Who's giving?
Yeah, and here's the thing that all of these podcasts and other folks out there on the media, the right side media echo chamber, are all pointing, saying, "Oh, it's George Soros doing this." Well, there's nothing. Somebody just said they're paid. They could have been, out there saying, "I'm getting paid for the day, and I'm working here," or "I'm just whatever." It's just a knee-jerk response, and it's like, okay, there's no proof there. I mean, they're just taking everything at face value. I mean, I've been out of protests, and if somebody asks me something, I'll be flippant with them. It's like, whatever, And if I go to a protest again, I'll probably say, yeah, I'm making $100 million. Show me the money, buddy. It's hilarious how people believe anything out there. And here we have Nick Shirley. I mean, he has just been a rising star of Trump, and he has crashed and burned ever since his Minnesota backfiring on Somali scams and stuff that caused so much pain and agony on in the media. But any case, we'll just listen to his little clip here, and he's very antagonistic of people.
Great day to make some money, right, ma'am? Maybe after today I'll be able to buy some Gucci glasses like you. Maybe if I work extra hard and get some money from George Soros, I can buy myself some Gucci glasses. Mrs. Gucci, look at these guys. Look at them.
This is what democracy looks like. Show them what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
They're calling you a right-wing troll.
I don't care.
We're gonna start running again. Let's see if they can come after us. Let's see if they can keep running. Oh, look, they're getting their work in today, everybody. This is what I work out for, to fight protesters. Watch out for the holes, Gucci. Maybe after one of these donations, I can buy you some Gucci glasses like your friend. I think this one, if we just do run for one more 20-yard sprint, we're gonna gas her. Here we go. Woo. Wow, you're pretty fit, Gucci. Can you get your friends to stop following me? Look at this lady, she keeps following me around. I think she has a crush on me. How are you guys doing?
Very well, thank
Beautiful
you.
day outside here, huh?
Just keep moving. We're not gonna engage. I can engage if I want to.
Yes, exactly, you can engage if you want to. So what brings you out here today?
The desire for all of these things and more, which is being taken away from us.
And these people right here don't like the idea of people having conversations.
And click right here for the rest of the video.
And, you see he's just trying to, get something to make a viral video. But again, no evidence, zero, zip, zilch. As I say, hey, show me the money, and none so far. And I would love to have it. If anybody out there that watched this video, you got proof, please, I beg you, let me know. I'd be really dying to see that kind of information, especially hard evidence. I mean, people just have too many easy times saying open their mouth and insert foot. Well, we're going to hear from the man himself to talk about how these protesters are all paid, and this is just one of a bazillion examples that he has of himself.
Terrible. But these are paid insurrectionists. These are paid troublemakers. They get money. And when you take a look at what they do, where they show up and everyone's saying, what's he doing? He's pounding the curbs. This one guy's pounding the curb, breaking the curb, and handing big pieces of granite. In some cases, it's granite and concrete to.
Well, it just goes to the point stated here that he just claims that everybody's a paid protester by George Soros. I mean, it's incredible that George Soros is funding all this. I mean, I want to be a paid protester. I mean, show me where that money's at. But in any case, in that, it's just that I'm a firm believer in either if it's whoever's on the left or right, if they're saying something, be truthful about it. But there's no truth to any of this. And so, people that keep saying it, I'll keep saying until, the day I die, show me the money, because there's just no evidence. And I like to see it, because people protest for the sake of protest in some places. But there is one company called Protester on Demand, but they do paid actors. And that's, a little different than what people say. But that's something that's never been proven that they even go and be funded like that. So in any case, it's great that I want to give a chance to show these things, bring something out. If there's evidence at a later point, I'm all for it. That show the proof. And really, make sure that we're showing the American people what there really is, facts on the ground, what is happening. But until then, I say, everybody, as usual, hey, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your community, and God bless the USA. Whoop. Thanks for tuning in. Stay curious, stay kind, and as always, have a wonderful rowdy. Take good care of yourself and each other. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I'll see you in the next video.